it wasn't going to be possible to pitch tonight, and what was that feeling like when you realized that?
Kind of started a couple days ago, could tell little neck spasms. I've had little neck spasms over the past. I know how to get through them. It was a couple days ago trying to get everything going. Try to think of the timeline here. I came in, got treatment 2 days ago. It didn't feel quite right, but I know for me, like hitting kind of simulates a throwing motion. So usually, if I can hit, usually things can loosen up and I can throw a little bit better. When I hit, I could tell, that didn't loosen anything up. So it took throwing off, and then it came in yesterday. Did all the treatment, worked with all the doctors, trying to get everything situated, and through all the treatment, and everything, getting ready. Thought we found a way to, ease the spasm, ease everything going on, going through it, and I thought I found a way that I could at least play catch. I was able to play catch yesterday, and then when I woke up this morning, I was completely locked up. It's not just a muscle spasm. When you're talking to the doctors here, the nerve that's in the neck is all jammed up. Thankfully, from the doctors, what they say is, as long as I have no numbness coming down my arms or anything, you don't actually deal with any long-term damage here. It's just the sensory that's pinching up the nerve in the neck, and then at the trap, the whole muscles that surround your neck are just completely locked up in spasm. And so for me, it became impossible just to do any medial tasks whatsoever today.
Questions? Right here, Tom.
How would you describe your current irritation level with the situation?
In terms of like the level of pain?
No, how irritated are you that you can't pitch tonight?
I mean, I'm as disappointed as I possibly can be to be able to not pitch tonight. I mean, it's Game 5 of the World Series. I've pitched through so much crap in my career that, I would be easy to pitch through at this point. This is literally impossible to do anything with. So, for me, I still have faith in everybody in this clubhouse. Watching Joe Ross pitch the other night, I thought he looked extremely, polished in what he was able to do. In our clubhouse, we just believe the next guy up can always get the job done. Right now, it's coming down to Joe.
The second row on your right, David.
Max, 2 questions. How do you prepare to have to fly for 3.5 hours on Monday down to Houston? And Davey had mentioned that it's possible he hopes that Game 7 could be in the offing for you. Is that what you think is also possible?
Yeah, that's what the doctors believe. With this nerve irritation, that they think, with the cortisone shot in there, that can take, in 48 hours, that can really help subside the pain that's being alleviated, or alleviate the pain from that neck nerve. That's in my neck right now. That's all pinched up, and so for me, I'm just hoping that the doctors are right and that something could be possible for Game 7.
The first row on your left, Max. Marley.
Max, you're obviously in a lot of discomfort right now, and you were just asked whether you'd be available for 6 or 7. If you had to answer right now, do you see that as a possibility?
Like I said, the doctors told me it's going to take at least 48 hours for this to kick in. It was one of the things that was on the table yesterday. We didn't want to go down that route and take the injection yesterday because we thought we found a way to be able to maintain everything yesterday to maybe able to potentially make the start today. Unfortunately, everything that we did yesterday just made I woke up this morning completely locked up. I couldn't do anything. Couldn't even dress myself. So I had to have my wife help me. So that's where I was at.
The second row on your left, Tyler.
I was going to ask you about the timeline for the cortisone shot, but it sounds like it was this morning or today.
Yes.
And what other treatments have you been doing to try to knock this out?
Just everything. I would, usually when I get chiropractic adjustments, that usually really helps me out with these neck spasms. I've dealt with them in the past, and different times where I just need little adjustments in here and there, and that's where I thought I was at a couple of days ago. That if I just do my normal treatment and get adjustments, that I could be able to heed this off and keep it from being blowing up on me. Unfortunately, this blew up on me to the point where, like I said, I can't move.
Standing on your left.
Max, Chip Riera, ABC7 Sports here in D.C. I know you're disappointed to not be out there, but how do you help this team win with the stakes so high in Game 5 in that dugout with your teammates?
Just keep the belief in that everybody that we can win. Just the belief that whoever's at the plate, whoever's on the mound, has the ability to go out there and do their job and continue to do it. That's been our kind of model this whole season, is that it's not one guy. And so right now we need everybody. We needed everybody already before, but it just continues to keep it, spearhead itself that we need everybody in this clubhouse, no matter whether you're on the roster or not. At some point, somebody's name is going to get called, and you're going to have to step up. Unfortunately, I'm not able to step up today and help the team, so we're going to need other people to do it as well.
The first seat on your right, Ron.
Do the doctors know if this is related at all to the back issues and the movements? Is there any way to tell? And is there anything this will need after the World Series to get ready for spring training?
The back issues are more, I'd say more it's the lower back part, more the trap, lat, or not trap, low trap and lat, where it was pinching on the bottom of the scap. That's where a lot of those problems are coming from. This is more on the top part of the neck. It's more of the nerve irritation in the C5, C6 area, where that's pinched up and causing neck spasms. So I really don't believe that the back issue I dealt with in the middle of the year really has anything to do with this. Plus, I've dealt with other little neck spasm little issues in the past as well, both on the right and left side, and I've always been able to be able to kind of address it and keep it from really getting out of hand. Unfortunately, this one got out of hand. Well, that would be the dangers of pitching tonight, was that something seriously could go wrong. But at the same time, I can't pick up my arm right now, so I can't pitch.
Do a couple last ones. Thomas on the second row.
Max, you know your body so well. Do you think any of the irregularities of the last 2 or 3 weeks, long layoffs between pitching
Absolutely
and
not.
relief?
Absolutely not. This is just a little thing that turned into a big thing that turned into a giant thing.
Seated on the left, the last row, Jesse.
Yeah, Max, I know guys like to dial in on their start day, but have you talked to Joe? Do you expect to have any conversation with him about, this is a big moment for him. Will you guys interact at all?
No, he's in his pregame routine and pregame mindset. When I was coming to the park today, I knew there was just no way I was going to be able to get ready, so I gave him a text to tell him, hey, get ready. You're going to be starting today. There's no way I'm going to be able to start.
Finish up with two more on the left. Scott standing in the back.
Max, so this morning, obviously you go to sleep last night, you're hoping you wake up and you feel better. What were your first 10 or 15 minutes like today? I mean, you wake up and you immediately, I assume, do a self-assessment, and what was that like, and what did you notice?
Yeah, I wake up, and the moment I wake up, it just completely, I couldn't get out of bed. It really hurt to get out of bed. I had to just basically fall out of bed and pick myself up with my left arm and try, I was moving around, just couldn't even move my arm. I just knew at that point I was in a really bad spot.
I'll finish up in the same spot with Lindsay.
What was going through your mind at that moment, and when you talk about severity in the past, has it ever been this bad, these spasms?
The only time that I would say it's ever been this bad, the Miami start, I was able to make a start, and after an inning, it completely locked up on me, and I couldn't do it. And then there was a San Diego time where I tried to, try to get through it, and I wasn't able to get through it. I think that was my DL stint when I had to go on a DL for that. But those are the only 2 times. I mean, there's been other little times where I've been able to have it and been able to get out of it, but this is the most severe one of all time for me.
Wishing you all good health, Max. Thank you very much for coming in. We appreciate it.